Good afternoon. Here is your Good Friday reading. Today's reading, just shuffling the cards now. I thought perhaps it would be nice to do a little bit of a quick reading again for Good Friday and to stick with the theme, the energy of this day. I would have to say that we should perhaps look into what you are sacrificing, what you are leaving behind and letting go of currently to be able to make way, to make room, to create space, to create sacred space for your new rebirth, your new renewal, your beginning, your resurrection, so to speak, in this spring season. So what do you need to leave behind? What do you need to sacrifice? What do you need to release? What do you need to remove in order to create space for beautiful abundance? So let's begin. The cards are nicely shuffled. Wake them up a little bit. Here we go. All right, we'll start with the Eight of Cups. I'm going to lay them all out here. The Three of Cups. And the Four of Cups. Well, I feel like we should start with this Eight of Cups here. This is absolutely gorgeous. We have a little bit of the same imagery in the picture behind us as well. We have those mountains. And there's a bit of the moon. We see the moon. Now that card came up earlier in the week. We're doing a lot of our shadow work. We're releasing a lot of our fears, our anxieties, our trauma that's been holding us back. And he's got his little staff. He's ready to go on a journey. He's got his magic with him. And he's ready to ascend up that mountain, up all those wonderful steps towards ascension. But again, he needs to walk away from whatever is not fulfilling him currently. You know, whatever is not filling up his cup, whatever is making him cry over spilled milk, whatever is limiting him from being able to get into those depths of who he is and to ascend and rise up that mountain. This is a journey perhaps that he has to go this journey alone. You know, he has his tools, he has his magic, he's fully dressed, he's warm, he's had his meals, he's ready to go, he's released a lot of those fears, so he's not afraid to climb up this mountain anymore, but he has to go it alone. And I feel like with this card, there's this beautiful purple, just a hint of that purple, that once he gets closer up that mountain, his gifts will emerge more. He will be spiritually awakened. He will have his intuition to guide him the rest of the way. And then he can start to refill those cups and he can start to bring some more cups back in. But for now, he can't carry those cups up that mountain. They're just not going to fit. So to me, this says that you need to leave behind the attachments that you have to those perhaps people, because cups are, our emotions, our feelings, and sometimes we rely upon others to fill those cups for us, and we want them to come on those journeys with us, but they're holding us back. They're really holding us back because we were unhealed before you went into this moon and you released. You were reacting from that place of trauma still. And so perhaps you were in these relationships and these friendships and these connections with these people, and you were looking at them from that perspective of a different person, and a person that was coming from that place of trauma, coming from that wounded heart. And those people were, misery loves company. And now that you're ready to ascend, and now that you're ready to be reborn, and you've healed and released everything that you need to heal, and you're looking for that spiritual truth, you're wanting to rise up and become your own spiritual leader, you have to go it alone. You can't bring those people with you anymore. And I feel like once you get to the top of that mountain and once you can look out, you can see the bigger picture, and then perhaps you'll see who's down there at the bottom still waiting for you and waving and cheering you on. And once you receive that spiritual truth, and once you start from this brand new perspective after you've accomplished this great journey, you can see who's still there and who's holding those cups for you and who's waiting, and then you can see who's sold the cups for a little extra cash on eBay. All right. So let's go on to the next card. Remember, some journeys you really just do have to take alone. And right now with the energies in the air, a lot of people are going through a spiritual transformation and awakening. And it's going to go fast. So, it may feel like it's very slow to you, but things are picking up pretty quickly, my friend. So that feeling of being alone will not be for very long. And those people that are meant to be with you on the rest of your journey, they will show up. They will come out of the woodwork. Maybe you'll meet some other people at the top of the mountain. You'll meet them on the way back down. Your friends will be there waiting for you. And then you can use that discernment that you've gained, that spiritual wisdom that you've gained from that fresh, clean mountain air as it fills your lungs and cleans off all the sludge. Once you get back down, you'll be different. You'll be lighter, and you'll be freer to listen to yourself and use your discernment and decide who is going to add value to your experience now and your life and your journey, and who's worth it, and who's going to fill your cups, and how you're using your energy, and how you're able to give those cups back out to other people. And people will come to you with their cups as well. They will sense that you're both drinking out of the same cup, and you can share those cups back and forth in merriment and joy. And that's the perfect time to look at this beautiful Three of Cups. So you will be making those beautiful connections. Look at that rainbow on there. You'll be meeting people of all different colors that, your auras perhaps will be different colors, and you'll each have something different to bring to that celebration, but you will all be resonating on that same frequency. So again, there will be time for celebration, and you want to make sure that you are celebrating with the right people right now, that you're commiserating and planning, and you're with people who are, again, with the cups, filling up your cup, and you're exchanging these cups in celebration, and there's more than enough to go around. There's no competition. There's no, crying over spilled milk. There's no one that is feeling like my cup has more than yours. There's none of that energy here. As you're ascending, as you're starting off this spring, make sure that you're just being very discernful and very mindful of who you're spending your time with, because they should be people that see you and want to celebrate you and what you've accomplished, and want to share with you, and sharing your gifts. You can all be sharing your gifts together. You can all be doing that however feels right for you, but it just should flow. The cups should just be flowing, and the conversation should be flowing, and you should be dancing under the moonlight, and appreciating each other for all the uniqueness and individuality that you have, but that you're all on that same frequency. You all are following your hearts and doing things from that sacred space, and that you want to make a difference in the world, and that you feel light and free and able to express yourself. All of these connections should be made, from that place of your heart and your energy, and protecting your energy, and people that help you flourish and thrive, just like this beautiful gold leaf at the bottom of the card here. They should be in your garden with you and putting in just as much work as you are to make everything grow and to follow your heart. And those are your tribes. And perhaps some of those people, again, there's less people. Perhaps this tribe was quite a bit larger, and now it's whittled down to 3. But those are 3 people that fully understand you and are fully committed, and you know, they're using all of their past life experiences and you know what they've gained, the mother and the maiden and the crone, and you're understanding that you all have something to bring to the table on this beautiful celebration, this beautiful spiritual potluck. So that's a beautiful card. And then we have Four of Cups. So here, look at this beautiful rainbow is just covering him, and he is sitting there with his eyes closed. You know, he's missing this rainbow that's just like flooding him, this light, this color. But he's again focusing on those three cups that he's missing. You know, and he's not seeing this one beautiful cup that's come here. So maybe he's focusing on, I only have my three friends now. I only have this left after my journey. I've lost so much. So I think what you need to let go of, you know, this weekend before you can, you know, resurrect, before you can rise from those ashes, is just that fear of missing out and that fear of what you've lost not coming back to you, because it's going to come back to you. It just may look different this time around. It just may come from a place that you don't expect it. You may find that once you open your heart again, that it will be overflowing. You know, this is that Ace of Cups that's waiting to come in for you. That beautiful new relationship, whether that be friendship, love, or just your relationship with yourself, you know, filling your own cup and understanding that, you know, you did go through that journey alone. And when it comes down to it, you are the only one who can love yourself. You know, your friends will definitely appreciate you, but they're responding to the love you have for yourself. You know, the love that you're projecting for yourself and what you love to do, that's what they're responding to. So, you know, you have to remember that Ace of Cups, that love, that new perspective is just waiting to come in. But again, it's just you're not letting go of what you've lost. And that's a perfect card to pull for this spread. Like I said, we need to release that. We need to release that fear of missing out on things. That fear that perhaps you want to be in 20 million places at once and you want to have all your cups filled, but you're just sitting there with your eyes closed. Like you're just, you know, too much time meditating, not enough time acting. You know, maybe you can go out and see another way that you could get those cups filled, you know, and maybe you will miss this one, but you'll find another way. But it's just saying to you, just to be open to seeing that, be open to looking for that cup, because once you get to the top of that mountain, you come back down, you will be different. But you're not going to make room for these new friends. You're not going to make room for these spiritual awakenings until you stop living in that you know, that past moment, what I lost. I'm just waiting to get myself back again. I'm just waiting to get those cups filled again. You know, that's stagnation. And you will never make room for new growth and new possibilities and new connections and friendships until you open your eyes and see what you have around you now and how things have changed and how you can look at them differently. And there's so many more colors and there's so much more available to you now that you have released those fears and traumas and those pains. And you've made these beautiful connections with people. You've released those people in your life that were holding you back. You've cut those cords. And there's just so much more. And you know, the possibilities are endless with this Ace of Cups that's just waiting to, I mean, it's literally dropping from the sky. So, you know, maybe there's no wand energy in here. You don't have to charge forward. The Chariot card isn't here yet. You might just have to stand up and open your eyes, or just start thinking of different ways that you can fill those cups and appreciate, you know, everything that you've been through has led you here to this point. And there is new opportunities for you, and maybe it looks different than what you had before. It's going to look different, and maybe you know, you can't be comparing it to everything that came before as well. So just be open to that possibility that it's different and it could come falling from the sky, or it could be one of these cups right here in front of you. And you just look at it from a different light now because you're freer, you're healed, you're surrounded with loving energy all around you, and everything's kind of flowing from you. You're listening to your intuition, your heart, and that will make room for that beautiful Ace of Cups to come right in for you, and just keep filling it up. So that's beautiful. So got a little homework to do. You know, weed out that friend list, cut those cords. Um, you know, find ways that you can listen to yourself and trust yourself to go up this mountain. You have everything you need. You know, he's got his magician staff. He's ready to go. Um, it, don't look back, my friends. Don't look back. Don't keep thinking about everything you've lost, and just keep looking at that beautiful mountain in the distance and that beautiful perspective that you will get once you get to that mountain, and that fresh air just blows across you and cleanses you, and the air feels lighter and the birds look more beautiful and the grass looks different up there, you know. And that's where you'll be starting off, this pure white snow at the top. You'll be starting fresh, but you have to let go of those people who no longer resonate with you. You have to walk away from all of that fear and anxiety and things that were holding you back because you've done too much work to give up now. And open your eyes to all the beauty that's around you right now. Be grateful and be blessed, and remember that everything happened for a reason, and all of those things that you went through led you to right here where you are today, ready to start this new you, this new purpose, this new freedom and abundance, and it's waiting for you. It really is waiting for you. So have a blessed Good Friday.